Hello everyone, welcome back to this Microsoft Excel tutorial journey with me on my Knowledge Factor YouTube channel. This is the 81st session in this journey, and today we are going to discuss something on the data validation again. So there's a few different types of data validation that you can create and apply within your Excel document. We just saw a list in our last video, and that's perhaps the most common type of data validation that I see inside of Excel document. Create the little drop down, give the users the exact value for them to pick from. Right now, another type that I want to show up here is a range, a numeric range. I want to specify that within a column. In this case, within the rate column, you can only put values between 1495 and 3995. Right, that's your range. You put something less than 1495 or something more than 3995 and you are going to get an error. One will allow it to happen. So first step, just like before, just like when we created the list, for me, you have got to select the cells that you want to apply the validation to. So I'm quickly go and grab I4, hold my shift key in the keyboard and select I30. That's the range. Once that's selected, I will go to my data tab, back into the data validation. All right, so on the settings tab, we are not going to allow any value again. So I want to specify that range. Once I go to the drop down, we have got number of different validation criteria here. We have got whole number, where you can specify a range. It has to be between 1 and 10, something like that. You got decimals, which is what we are about to use here, and then you can only do between 1495 and 3995 in the rate column. So you got a list, all right, that we saw earlier. You got date and time, so you can specify, hey, the date that you put inside a column has to be between this date and this date, or has to be greater than or less than this date, something like that. Same for time. You got text length. If you have got a specific column where you want the value has to be between this and this, or has to be equal to this, has to be 10 characters. Think of things like phone number, postal codes, right? Things with specific sets of values, or perhaps a range of values for the length of the value. You can do that with this option here. And the last option, custom, allows you to create a calculation that define the criteria for you. Now for this option, again, this is the rate, so I'll go to the decimal. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the decimal operator, and then I have got the data where the current operator is set to between, but I do have a handful of other options to pick from. Now for here, again, we are going to say between 1495 and 3995 is the maximum. So for minimum 1495, and for maximum 3995. Right, so once you have got your decimal between your range inside of there, you can go ahead and hit OK. And now you are not going to get a drop down like we have got in the list option, this guy right here. But if the user jumps into the column anywhere between I4 to I30, they drop in a value, it's going to get validated. So let's say I put something in there like 4495. So I hit my enter key, and I have now got a nice little error. This value doesn't match the data validation restrictions defined for the cell. Now that's nice error, but perhaps it's not the most user-friendly prompt and the message to the user. But for now, I can say retry, put a different value in there, or I can cancel out. So I can't put that literal value in there though. So let me say retry. Oh, you know what? You should have been 3995. I hit my enter key and allows me to go through. It's within that range, right? Within the data validation criteria range. So try this one out. Grab that I4 shift key to I30 or whatever range you are going to select. Go back to the data validation and set up that decimal between those values. try this one out. Thanks for watching this tutorial, and as I always say, if you really liked it and enjoying this journey, then please do like, share and subscribe my channel, and also press the bell icon to get the latest content update on this channel. Alright then, we'll meet up in the next session. In case you have any questions, any concerns, then do let me know in the comment section of this video. So see you in the next session. Till then, stay safe, have a great life and take very good care of yourself.